Hello, I'm Andy Mack and welcome to Movie Shorts, the spoiler-free film review podcast that gets you in and out faster than a pit stop. Whether you're a film fanatic or just figuring out what to watch next, you're in the right place. And if you want more bite-sized reviews, behind-the-scenes shots and film chat, follow me on Instagram at Movie Shorts Andy Mack. Today we're taking a high-octane turn onto the racetrack with F1, a movie that promises burning rubber, personal battles and the kind of cinematic flair that makes engines and hearts race. Whether you're a long-time Formula 1 devotee or someone who can't tell Verstappen from Vettel, this film wants you to get into the driver's seat. So, does F1 deliver pole position performance or does it stall on the start line? Let's get straight to it. Clocking in at 2 hours and 35 minutes, F1 is a full-length ride that gives itself space to build tension, character and spectacle. At the helm is director Joseph Kosinski, best known for his work on Top Gun Maverick and Tron Legacy. And once again, he brings a slick, immersive visual energy to the screen. Leading the cast is Brad Pitt as a veteran driver drawn back into the world of elite racing. He's joined by Damson Idris, playing the up-and-coming talent with everything to prove. Javier Bardem brings gravitas and edge as the team principal, while a quietly brilliant female mechanic adds a grounded, observant presence to the pit lane. Together they form a compelling and well-balanced ensemble that keeps the drama grounded even when the wheels are spinning. The story kicks off with Sonny Hayes, once a hotshot rookie, now a burnt-out freelance racer with a crash from 1993 still rattling around his helmet. He's drifting through the motorsport fringes, picking up scratch, nursing a busted marriage, and sidestepping his gambling habit just long enough to show up. When we meet him, he's somehow driving in the Daytona 24-hour race, and in what feels like a matter of minutes, he helps haul his team from midfield mediocrity to miraculous first-place finish. No pit strategy, no build-up, just boom, podium. That night in a laundrette, yes, a laundrette, Sonny bumps into Ruben, or Ruben bumps into Sonny, his old teammate turned desperate team principal of the floundering Apex F1 team. 9 races in, 0 points, one looming financial apocalypse. Ruben's last-ditch plan? Put Sonny, a man who hasn't touched a Formula 1 car in decades, in the seat mid-season. Ruben even hands him a plane ticket. Sonny's non-committal, until a roadside waitress delivers a single line of encouragement and boom, our man's jetting off to the UK like it was the voice of destiny. Or possibly indigestion. Sonny arrives at Apex HQ via the back door because they didn't even know who he was, where he's met not with fanfare but with scoffs, smirks and the kinds of eye rolls usually reserved for dad jokes. Has Ruben lost his mind because here comes a 50-something wild card who looks more pension fund than podium finish? Joshua Pierce, the smug young star with bags of potential, played by Damson Idris, sizes him up with amused contempt. An unassuming but sharp female car designer clocks his arrival with a subtle eyebrow raise that says it all. Still, Sonny gets a shot. Match Joshua's freshly posted lap time within a second or walk. The tension rises, the team watches on, and what we get is a brilliantly cut contrast in styles. Old school feel versus cutting edge data. Sonny's pushing it, showing flickers of the talent that once made him special. And then he bins it. Final corner, car wrecked, dreams potentially dented, and we will stop there. There's a lot to like here, with Formula 1 enjoying a global surge in popularity, thanks in no small part to Netflix's Drive to Survive. The timing for a big screen F1 movie couldn't be better. And F1 knows that. It leans into the glitz, the access and the spectacle, offering a glossy, turbocharged version of the sport. I saw it in IMAX, and honestly, if you're going to see this film, that's the way to do it. The sound, the speed, the sheer scale, it's an immersive ride that really does feel like being in the cockpit. The access alone is impressive. This isn't actors pottering around a studio track. F1 was shot during actual race weekends, with pit lanes buzzing and grandstands packed. It adds an authenticity you can't fake. And Kosinski, ever the visual stylist, knows how to frame speed. The use of custom in-car cameras and trackside rigs injects a visceral edge to every overtake and tyre lockup. It's beautifully shot, occasionally dazzling, and consistently intense. Behind the glamour, I appreciated the film's nod to the grind. It doesn't shy away from the long hours, the travel, the exhaustion, and the emotional toll that elite motorsport demands. There's a real sense of the physical and mental weight these drivers and teams carry. The backstage chaos feels just as real as the roar of the straights. Character-wise, you get exactly what you'd expect. This is Top Gun on wheels, with all the familiar beats, the fallen hero, the arrogant rookie, the long-suffering pit crew. There are a few bumps in the road, particularly around the unassuming female pit crew member, who shows early promise of a bigger arc. I was expecting more from her role, and I can't help but wonder if her storyline got quietly parked in the editing suite somewhere. Still, the ensemble cast delivers where it needs to. Pitt is charismatic, Idris is electric, Bardem walks the line between desperation and bravado with aplomb. But here's the thing, and this might be where actual F1 fans start to downshift. Apex, the fictional team at the centre of this story, are terrible. 0 points after 9 races. In F1 terms, their car isn't just bad, it's practically a lawnmower. And then Sonny shows up, makes a few tweaks, offers some pep talks, and suddenly it's like they're challenging Red Bull. I get the need for Hollywood uplift, the underdog comeback, the grizzled veteran finding purpose, but if Ruben's whole pitch is, we need one win to save the team, why not make Apex a mid-table outfit? Give them a base of potential. As it stands, it stretches credibility. Even in a film with revving engines and slow-motion gear shifts, this part of the storyline sometimes stalls. And without spoiling anything, I'll just say this. Some of Sonny's race tactics might leave real F1 fans raising eyebrows. They're cinematic, sure, but if you know how strategy and tyre management actually work in this sport, you might find yourself grinding your gears a bit. I couldn't quite let it go. So in summary, F1 delivers a thrilling, high-gloss spectacle that knows exactly when to shift gears and when to slam the pedal. There's lots to enjoy, from camera work to immersive race sequences to the sheer scale of access the filmmaker secured. But there's also a helmet full of narrative choices that still hang over me, particularly when it comes to the logic, or lack of it, around the Apex storyline. Still, if you're going to watch it, the cinema, ideally IMAX, is absolutely the place to do it. F1, the movie. Immersive, fast-paced, but overstretched. Thank you for joining me on Movie Shorts. Coming soon, I'll be reviewing Jurassic World Rebirth and the brand new Superman. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at MovieShortsAndyMac for updates, extras, and a few behind-the-scene film thoughts. Thanks again, and goodbye.